Hello and welcome to another short subject video. Today I am actually using a script because there's a couple points I wanted to hit, and if you can't tell by the title of the video, this is going to be covering a very controversial topic within the RWBY community. This video will also be less of a defense and more of a rationalization. As such, you are free to draw on your own conclusions as to whether these things are good or bad. The first point I want to make is why I don't like the word retcon. Retcon, or retroactive continuity, is a change in events after the event has already transpired. A retcon is not a change in information. Osmond's backstory is not a retcon. It doesn't conflict with any hard facts present earlier in the story, but debunking the whole thing with the maidens is the subject of another video. An actual retcon in RWBY is how aura worked. In volumes 1 and 2, it was an invisible force field that was always on. In volumes 3 and 4, it doesn't seem to behave that way. It's explained in volume 5 that you have to actively concentrate to keep your aura up. Now, with the amendment that people can get so good at using their aura that it becomes as natural as breathing, can be used to explain instances like Weiss getting knocked out and then surviving a chainsaw to the back. But the raw information and how aura is portrayed and visualized throughout the volumes is still a retcon. Now, what if I told you a retcon can be a good thing? Great example is Red Hood from DC Comics. I dare you, nay, I challenge you to find a single comic book fan who prefers the Superboy Prime explanation for Red Hood over the Lazarus Pit. The Lazarus Pit is more simple, it's more ingrained into the world of Batman, it fits better with the themes Red Hood presents as he challenges his former mentor. Literally, the only drawback is that the Superboy Prime punch was the original explanation. And the retcon with aura is why we're able to have dramatic scenes in RWBY. As it stood, an action scene, no matter how dazzling, was never going to really begin until someone's aura flickered. And yes, we've had some bad scenes happen using this, but what if I told you the end result isn't what was wrong with the Battle of Haven? There's this idea of earned victories. I'm going to put this in baseball terms. A 5-0 blowout has the same exact end result as a 1-0 nail-biter. But which of those games is more fun to watch? Well, if you have any real appreciation for the sport, you'd say the 1-0 game. That's because it was closer, and so victory feels more earned. So, I was actually fine with the end result of the Battle of Haven. The White Fang getting defeated, Team RWBY winning, Raven running away again, Lionheart getting his comeuppance, and the heroes getting a hold of the relic. These are all good things that had to happen for the plot to progress the way it has. The problem is there was no struggle. It was boring. And because of that, none of those big triumphant moments felt earned. Volume 5 was the equivalent of a 5-0 blowout. Volume 6, on the other hand, though not exactly a nail-biter, was more along the lines of a close game. Yang, Blake, RWBY, all of these characters were pushed to their limits and beyond. Blake lost her weapon, the airship was nearly destroyed, a Leviathan destroyed part of Argus, who knows how many soldiers died in the ensuing aerial battle, and after all the stuff the heroes went through throughout the volumes, confronting the manifestations of all their fears, and rising above all of it, made all of these victories feel earned. I'm Mediocrity4. Join me next time when I narrow down this idea and talk about Adam's seemingly fluctuating power level.